Oil boiler cleaning part 3A. I've already used my adjustable wrench to loosen the copper pipe that runs along the side of the boiler. So I'm going to go ahead and finish loosening it with my hand, turning it clockwise. Comes right off. I'm going to place this over to the side. And now that gives us free access to removing the side panel. So I'm going to place my adjustable wrench down on the floor and begin with my Black & Decker to remove the screws. Okay. Actually, all I have to do is apply a slight bit of pressure and they come right out. I'm going to remove the one side first, so I'm just going to remove these screws at this time. Okay. Top screws are removed, or at least loosened. And I'm going to go ahead and take those out so that they don't get lost. Place those here. And now I'm free to work on the side. It's one from the top. I'm going to loosen this entire side and then go to the back. Okay, now with the last screw on its way out, I'm going to start collecting them here and making sure I keep the correct count. One here on the floor. Alright, got them all out except for there's always one, so keep a screwdriver handy. It's always one that wants to be difficult. There we are. Now, here in the front, because of the pipe, I'm going to lift and turn. And that comes right off. Make sure to expose this side of the boiler. Very good. Now I'm going to lay this down here and survey the area. Take my brush, just wipe off any excess here, making sure not to damage the protection here and here, all this backing. As you can see, it's nice and clean underneath. Let's drop the light down a little so that they can see. Bear with me. Okay, now get a better view. As you can see, it's nice and clean, even down and underneath. And here's the oil line, both the in line and the return. This area has all been cleaned. All you'd need to do is simply vacuum out around the area, clean up any oil or grease stains from the boiler itself. Now we're going to continue on by removing the top layer here and the screw that holds the electrical cord in place. Okay, it's just a light for you here. Now for this part, I'm going to go ahead again and grab my Black & Decker and get started. And down to one more screw to loosen, and I'm going to collect those and place those opposite of the others. Very good. Alrighty, let's see, this should be 5 altogether. That's 2, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. And that sound that you just heard was actually the clamp falling on the floor. You want to make sure you keep that together with your screws. So I'm going to place them here. This is the items you want to keep together. Your 5 screws from the top right hand side of your boiler, along with the clamp for your electrical cord. Now, having removed those items, you can go ahead and gently lift the top and then remove it. Place this on the side. This will expose the top of your boiler with the protection plate here. Now, simply take the wing nuts, loosen them, the back, front, and then you're able to remove the cover. This cover comes off. Place that also on the side. This little piece of fire protection you want to place on the side also, because that has to go back. Now, as you can see, this is the exposed top of the Beckett AFG boiler, and using my wire whisk attached to a piece of copper pipe, I've already cleaned this area, but I'm going to show you how simple it is. You simply pass it along here along the top, making sure you don't again damage this blanket, the shelter for the blanket for the shelter, the blue part. Now down inside these cracks here, you can take the wire whisk and simply pass it on an angle, 45-degree angle down along from one to another, and a line going back, 45-degree angle. It actually runs all the way inside the boiler and removes any soot or debris from these vanes. And you want to do each one of these all the way back, both sides, left and right, center here, these, and of course the ones up front. Having done that, you can brush off any debris from the top area here, and then what I like to do is take a plate here and place this over the top. This protects it, the inside of the boiler, from any other debris falling while I'm doing the cleaning on the inside. Now, in the next part, we're going to show you the door open. We're going to have these filters removed. Let me get you a little better lighting. You're going to remove your oil filter here that's connected to the oil line. I always do this now that I've learned to cap off the return line. And we're going to remove the filter from here. Show you the electrodes and clean them. Also, we're going to work inside. We're going to clean the inside of the boiler. All that coming up. So check out the next part, part 4.